Hi everyone, I'm here today with a process video for a layout. It's actually a Christmas photo, but I'm going to be using some materials that I got from my December 2016 Citrus Twist Kits. And most of these papers I'm using are part of Pink Paisley and also some of the Maggie Holmes Gather collection. And then, so I really like that paper with the bows on it, and I thought it was really cute, especially because I'm holding my great niece who is 6 months in that picture. And I printed the photo in black and white because I had a lot of Christmas pictures, so I printed some black and white and some in color, and this was one that I chose black and white. I do apologize for not the greatest lighting. We've been having so many rainy, cloudy days that even in the daytime, the lighting in my craft room is not great for filming. So I have picked those 3 papers to put layered, like strips behind that one paper with the bows. I love this design, and I was debating between that side or the back side, which is more of a darker navy. And I thought that the navy stuck out too much in a way, but then I thought this one was kind of busy, so I decided to make it a very thin kind of border frame around the picture. But later on I thought about it, I looked at it, and after I glued everything down, I thought, it kind of makes it look more busy because I didn't show enough of it, if that makes any sense. So I wish I had actually had it matted with a little bit more color on the outside. You can kind of see there where it actually just looks just doesn't make the picture stand out. So here's some, I'm using ephemera from the Pink Paisley Moonstruck collection, and I was so tempted. I didn't want to use those 2 frames together because I wanted to use them separately, but I really felt that because I'm not going to be putting a picture underneath it, that having the 2 on top of each other a little bit, showing the bottom as well as the top, I thought just made a little bit prettier and a little bit more dimensional. So I just said, okay, gonna do it on one on one layout. Here I just put a piece of white cardstock to see if I wanted the whole page, the bottom of the page with the pattern paper, or if I just wanted it to be a horizontal. So I tried doing it that way and I didn't like it, so I kept it the way it was. I'm deciding which stickers I want to use. The alphas that came in the kit, there were a few alphas actually because I got the add-on also, but I didn't think that just for this layout that they didn't match that well, so I decided to go with some gold glittery alphas that I had in my in my stash. So I'm just folding up the tops of the strips of paper I have to add dimension. I wish I had a sewing machine. That's on my list, because I want to. If I were able to stitch those, I think they would the layout would look even nicer. But I'm making do with what I have for now, and I'm just bending those up, and I think I glue it down soon. I'm thinking. And then I looked on my desk and I had this gold and white twine that I had gotten from Michael's that was actually out because I still had my Christmas stuff out on my desk. So I thought I would wrap that and make a little bow underneath those layers. So I'm just gluing these down. You could see on the very top of that first paper, I didn't put the adhesive on the very top because I knew I had to put these layers underneath. I usually find it easier to glue, tuck in the layers after, because I feel like I can place everything better, and visually see how much of it I want it to show. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'm just using some double-sided tape to glue that down. Then I put some also adhesive in the middle because on the sides I wanted them to just curl up a little bit. And I think I'm going to grab my twine and just I'm trying to figure out where I want it, and then also picking up some fun foam, I think that's what it's called, so I can get this raised up a little bit for the photo. And then the funny thing is I wrapped this around a few times, and I was originally just planning on making like a simple bow, but I just wasn't going to tie it yet, and I just put it, kind of scrunched it up and just left it there so I can deal with it later. And then I actually did that just to keep it in place. I just pinched the middle, and then I realized I like it, you know, with, I mean, it's still a bow, but just with more twine wrapped around. So I actually end up doing it that way. So I thought that was, you know, it's always nice when you get a little surprise of what you decide to do. So I'm trying to figure out now on the right side where it says happiness, because I wanted something behind it or something on that side. I love the floral in the frame, and I love the floral design in this collection anyways, but I thought that was really nice, and I thought it also matched the paper really well. So I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. The heart that I end up using has a little bit more blue than, or like a navy blue than I was kind of wanting to use, but I think it looks fine. I think I was just being kind of picky. I just staple that ticket onto my photo and then just tied a knot, and then I make those little loops, and then I get another twine, small piece of twine just to tie the middle. I don't know, I'm really bad at making bows and working with string, so anyways, I don't do it that often, even for just other projects. I don't know, I just have a hard time, or maybe, you know, maybe I just don't tie the knot correctly where it doesn't, you know, the two parts don't go to the bottom. So anyways, that was a surprise that I liked. And when I use foam, I do put more adhesive than I normally do, because I, you know, the material it's not like regular paper, so I do that. And I knew that if I glued those down, I wouldn't have kind of, you know, the way I wanted it layered. So I just used my tiny attacher, and I actually just stapled the middle of the heart, so it looked kind of like that was, you know, purposeful design-wise, but it was actually functional too. So I'm just putting some adhesive to glue down the frame. And that was the heart that I was kind of iffy about. But the right side has a little bit more of the blue that matches that blue strip of paper on one of the layers. So that's why I thought that if a little bit of that navy was tucked in, that it would, I mean, I was just happier with that. So that's what I did with that. And I was trying to figure out a way to fill out that inside of the frame a little bit more, but decided that I could use alphas for part of my title, which is just the name of the baby. Isn't she cute? Her name is Layla. So I did that. And then I want to also put the year. And of course, I've been just having these crazy brain farts on videos and even in regular life. Like, I'm saying the wrong year. I'm calling last year 2017 and this year 2016. But I did start with 2017, but then I quickly, thankfully, changed it. So I'm trying to hide some of that navy under that picture, like I mentioned before. Figured out that it was this picture was 2016. Trying to find maybe some other ephemera that might match that came in the kit, and couldn't find any. So I just want to make some, use some enamel dots and things like that. This is just a plus sign that came in the thickers that matched with, the same as the alphas. So I used that just on the top right. And here I am just adding some enamel dots. And when I made this, I was trying to work so hard to make some layouts that were from Christmas, because I took a lot of pictures. And actually in my December daily, I didn't include all my Christmas photos. So my plan was /haven't done yet in the middle of January is to make just some full page Christmas layouts, and also some like Project Life type layouts, just so I can put more pictures, because my December daily book was just getting really full and chunky, and I didn't want it to become an accordion. So anyways, I'm just finishing this up with some journaling, and then I underline them with the same pen, and then I start working with my Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold. And I think I hadn't used it in a while, so I had to do a lot of shaking. So I've done it in the past where it wasn't completely shaken up, so then I get these weird, like it dries as just like a weird translucent spot with a little bit of gold in the middle, especially if they're bigger splotches or splatters. So I just keep doing that, and I don't know, sometimes if I haven't done it in a while, it takes me a little bit to get back into the groove of splattering. So I did off camera just add a date stamp and also a few stamps with some phrases, and other than that, this is my layout. So thanks everyone for watching, and hope you're having a great day. Bye.